I never liked walking home from school alone. At 13, in the small town of Harrow's Hollow where everyone knew everyone's secrets but pretended not to, the route through the old oak woods was the shortest way, cutting the 2-mile trek to half, but it always felt longer in my mind, the trees leaning in like they were listening to thoughts I didn't want to share. My name is Mia Thompson, and that winter after New Year's, with snow still clinging to branches like forgotten regrets and the sky gray as Dad's ashes scattered 2 years ago in a car crash that took him and left Mom a shadow of herself, working nights at the diner to keep the lights on, I had no choice but to take the path. School started back January 3rd, the halls buzzing with holiday stories I couldn't join. Mom and I spent Christmas silent, eating microwave meals by the TV, flickering old movies, her eyes distant as she whispered, "Your dad would have loved this," the emotion choking me as I nodded, regretting every argument we'd had before the accident. The last words, "I hate you," screamed over homework I now wished I'd done without complaint. That first day back, January 3rd, the bell rang at 3 p.m., kids piling into buses or parents' cars, but Mom's shift started at 4, so I waved goodbye to friends who pitted my walker status, slinging my backpack heavy with books and the weight of unspoken grief, stepping onto the snow-crusted path where footprints from morning were already fading, the woods silent except for my crunching steps and breath clotting in the cold. Suspense started early, the sun low, casting long shadows that stretched like fingers across the trail, the air thick with pine and something metallic I couldn't place, my heart beating faster as I hummed a tune from Dad's old radio to fill the quiet, thinking of his laugh when he'd pick me up from school, the car warm and smelling of coffee, emotion welling as tears froze on my cheeks, wiping them away angrily. "Don't be a baby, Mia." Halfway through, the path narrowed, trees closer, branches scraping like nails on coffin lids, a rustle making me stop, spinning to see nothing but empty trail dusted with snow, the suspense tightening as I called hello, my voice echoing back hello. Mia, not quite mine, softer, curious, sending chills as I ran a few steps, stopping to listen, only wind answering, but the feeling of eyes on my back persisted, emotion mixing fear with longing. Dad's voice sometimes echoed in dreams, "I'm here, kiddo," making me wish for company even if imaginary. The next day, same routine, but the rustle returned closer, a whisper, "Mia, don't go so fast," my name clear, stopping me dead, turning to see a shape in the trees, a child like me, pale face and hood, eyes dark pits, vanishing when I blinked, the horror starting as I bolted home, bursting through the door breathless, Mom asking what's wrong, me lying nothing, just cold, regretting not telling her. The emotion of isolation heavy as I locked my room, hearing faint scratching at the window. That night, soft like fingernails begging entry. Days blurred, the whispers growing bolder each walk, "Mia, play with me," the voice childlike but hollow, suspense building as footprints appeared beside mine, small like a kid's, leading off the path into deeper woods where Dad's crash happened off the old road, emotion surging with guilt. I begged him for a ride that rainy night, his "not now, Mia," the last words before the skid, the crash report saying distracted driving. Me blaming myself for years. The figure showed more, a girl my age in faded dress, face blurred but smiling, waving from trees, "Come find me," the thrill of curiosity mixing horror as I almost followed once, stopping at the path edge, running home with heart pounding. By week's end, Mom noticed my fear. "You're pale, honey, bad dreams?" Me confessing whispers, her face paling. "Your dad heard voices too before." Stay on the main road, but longer walk meant darker rival, the entity waiting anyway, emotion of loss peaking as I cried for Dad, the whispers turning personal. "He left because you were bad, Mia," guilt weaponized, suspense as scratches moved to house walls at night, Mom sleeping through, me awake with flashlight under covers. The horror escalated mid-January, a blizzard trapping us home, power out, candles flickering as whispers inside now let me in, it's cold like daddy's grave, the figure at window clear, a girl with my face but eyes black, skin translucent, blood tears frozen on cheeks, emotion crushing as I recognized twisted features like lost twin mom masquerade before me, dad's stories of the sister you never met haunting. The entity her resentment manifested, feeding on family guilt to enter the living world. Mom confronted it one night, shotgun from Dad's cabinet, firing salt rounds Grandma swore worked on restless ones, the figure wailing, glass shattering with blood spray though no wound, the suspense as it phased inside you forgot me, Mommy, Mom collapsing in tears confessing the miscarriage, my birth complication, guilt for surviving, the entity growing stronger on pain, pulling us toward cold embrace family together forever. The thrill of fight, barricading doors, burning sage from mom's drawer, chanting forgiveness we're sorry, we love you, the entity shrieking as form faded, blood evaporating, but the final horror lingered, mirror reflections showing three of us, the sister always behind, whispering I'll walk with you now, the path safe but loneliness eternal, her echo in every step home, the emotion bittersweet acceptance of guilt that never leaves. The woods silent but watching.